Greetings all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Hello, Dr. Jerry. My name is Chesmia James, and my presentation today, my capstone today, I will be speaking in regards to how customer service representatives impact consumers. Next slide. So the organization that I decided to go with is AT&T Incorporation. So just to give you a little background about the organization, AT&T has been in business for over 30 years. AT&T is a telecommunication organization, and actually AT&T is one of the best telecommunications business there is that is here. And also AT&T has a very diverse organization. AT&T has over 250,000 employees all across the world. One thing that AT&T pretty much focus on is they are a customer service driven based organization, and they love to assist their customers. One thing that they really focus on is an attitude of I can help you. I can help you attitude is pretty much basically means that I can help you with any issue, any concern, anything that the customer may need. AT&T customer service sales representatives will help them with that. It's pretty much an all AT&T retail experience, just to make sure that that customer is really getting that retail experience and that extraordinary customer service that they need when entering the store or even speaking with the customer service over the phone. The main research problem was how effective are the sales representatives to the consumers as it relates to customer service. Why should we care? We should care because AT&T is a customer service is a big part of AT&T in the organization, and we must take care of our customers in order for our business to grow. So when we take care of our customers, we retain our customers, and our business expand. The revenue increases. And then the organization can excel. So that's one of the main reasons why we should care about this research problem. One of the consequences of not solving this issue is a decline in the customers, which will then make you decline in employment and then decline in business. So it's kind of a trickle effect. So if we're not solving the problem, which is the customer service related and how effective the customer service representative is to the customers, then we will have a problem with the customers, because then your customers will go to another organization, and then your employment will decrease because you're losing business, you're losing customers. So those are some of the consequences that will happen if this problem is not resolved. Next slide. The first one we're going to speak in regards to is the MSA 601, which is organizational behavior. The sub-question for that one was, how does AT&T customer service representatives impact customers? 3 attributes that AT&T customers service have on the customers is effective training, teamwork, and organizational change. So if the representatives are effective with their training and they work as a team, and when the organization have changes, if they're effective with that change and not combat the change, then they will be great for the customers. And some of the competitive advantages. Some of the competitive advantages with AT&T is pretty much having that I can help you attitude that I explained in my other slide, and in a way that their competitors aren't doing so. So that is one way that AT&T have an advantage over their competitors. MSA 603, strategic planning. The sub-question for that one was, what is the strategic method of having a successful customer service program within AT&T? So for this particular method, we did the SWOT analysis. As for the strength with the AT&T is their communication skills. The weakness is outsourcing. Outsourcing basically means of hiring an employee that is outside of United States, outside of the means of where the main corporation is. So it's a weakness for them because outsourcing sometimes is not equipped with the correct training in regards to the speaking the native language, speaking the languages that are most common with the AT&T corporation. The opportunities is training for the outsourcing people. And then the threats is the competition. So if you're not getting that proper training, if you're not going to advance or pursue that training for the outsourcing, it can definitely lead into possibly threats, possibly the customers leaving the corporation, the organization, because of the outsourcing and because it's not that communication piece that is there. MSA 604 for the multiculturalism and the diversity. How having diversity customer service sales representatives impact the AT&T organization as a whole. Again, AT&T has over 250,000 employees. That shows diversity there. That's a lot of employees, and they're continuously growing every day because AT&T just actually bought out Time Warner. AT&T bought out DirecTV in 2015, so they're drastically growing. And again, we talked about earlier outsourcing, but that's different across the world, so that's diversity as well. And then some of the barriers that I seen that will hinder AT&T as a whole if they do not overcome these barriers within the organization. One of the barriers is limited perception, prejudice, discrimination, and also stereotypes. So with this and with having diversity, the organization must be aware and pretty much captivate that before it spills over onto the employees. That way you keep the organization growth and you keep the organization great. Next slide. MSA 602, financial analysis. Financially, how customer service affect the percentage rate of incoming and outgoing consumers. One of the departments with AT&T is called the loyalty department. The loyalty department pretty much is the department that will save the customer business. That's the department where if you have any issues or any concerns, things that need to be resolved, the loyalty department will be the one to assist you. And then also knowing the product and the promotions, the customer service sales representative helps financially knowing their products and know the promotions. If you know your product, you can sell your product. The customer is more than likely going to buy the product if you know it. If you don't know it, it hurts the representative because then now you're not selling it, which also hurts the organization. Staying connected to your customer, even after your customer, you make the sales with the customer or you satisfy the customer's need. A week later, contact them. 2 weeks later, contact them. So staying connected to your customer, making your customer feel important is an also good way to bridge the gap and also expand financially within the organization. The critical analysis, so combining all this research to answer the overall arching question, putting together the MSA 601, 602, 603, 604, how all of them tie into one another in order to look at AT&T and also expand within the organization. What surprised me the most is pretty much the organization behavior. I realized that there's a lot of things that's internal that needs to be resolved before the customer service representative can pour out and be successful and be the rep that they need to be to the customers. That's something that surprised me the most. And then what would I do differently? I would research more. I didn't grasp that concept into the middle part of the course. So researching definitely. And then I'll also ask questions more to the librarian to help with the capstone. But overall, I feel like this was a great experience. This was really good. I thank you, Dr. Jerry. You have been a wonderful help. were always quick with your responses. You helped us with that DSED. So that was great. I enjoyed this journey. I enjoyed this class. I enjoyed this course. I enjoyed this school. I'm done. So I thank you. I thank you again. This is Chesmia James, and I'm out.